know that shiny new goalkeeper? My word, does he need some polishing? Welcome along to Marseille, part 14, with me, the Gobby Gaffer, and yes, that shiny new goalkeeper that I thought I'd bought, well, he definitely does need some polishing. He's not been great. I don't know whether that's... his stats are brilliant. We saw it, his stats are so much better than the previous goalkeeper. Blanco, my backup goalkeeper from last season, he's gone now. About 2 million we got for him. And my new goalkeeper is so much better than that backup goalkeeper, and yet he's just not performing. Anytime a ball comes near him, he flaps. Well, I've never seen a goalkeeper flap like that in my life. So I don't know what it is. Maybe Football Manager shenanigans. We've talked about curveballs and levels of difficulty. I don't know. He should be a very, very, very good goalkeeper. And, well, in the match engine, he's anything but. Okay, so there have been a lot of games played. I'm not going to read all those results out for you. As you can see, plenty of shiny green dots on there. One or two amber dots, which is not ideal, because if we're going to stay top of the League One in France and we're going to do well in the Champions League, then well, we're going to need a lot more shiny green dots than that. But so we saw Reims and Saint Etienne, and then we're doing very, very well. Let's put it that way. Given the transfer budget that, well, basically we didn't get, and I have been back in again and asked for more transfer budget, and they're refusing to budge. They're just not giving me the finances. We have, however, signed a record signing for Marseille. We'll speak about that shortly. But one of the really good things, as per last season, we're spreading the goals around. So Vitinha is back in on the goal sheet again, but plenty of other players are weighing in with goals. We are in the Champions League, so if we just have a quick look at that. We've played Sporting Lisbon already at their place, 2-2 draw. Little bit disappointed with that because we are in a very, very tough group, and the top teams we don't expect to beat. If we're going to do any good at all in the Champions League, we are going to have to beat teams like Sporting, 2-2 draw. We then played Anderlecht at home, a 3-0 win in that one, and that's more what I expected. We are today going to watch an away game against Lazio. So again, not an easy team. But then, of course, come the difficult teams. We've got Barcelona. We've got Salzburg. Fenerbahce, I'm expecting good things from Newcastle and Bayern Munich. And, well, some of those ties, as per last season, we've got Barcelona again. They absolutely spanked us 6-0. So can we keep that scoreline down to a more respectable one this season? I don't know. It's another tough Champions League campaign. And, well, we'll see today. Can we do the business against Lazio? It's at their place. But it is 2 away games. And we have got FC Lorient in the league as well. Don't think we're doing quite as well in the league this season. PSG did lose their last game. And it's the only game that they've lost this season. We haven't lost one yet. And I suppose I shouldn't really say that. But PSG losing a game. Great chance for us to, to take the lead at the top of the table. And we're playing one of the kind of no-mark teams in the league. And we only could draw. So very, very disappointing in that one. And like I say, the cogs are whirring a little bit at the moment. I have had a look at the jobs market. There's nothing coming up as of yet, but I'm sure there will do. So 2 signings since you were last with me. This lad is from Nice on loan, 23-year-old Rokas Pukstas. Looks a very, very good player. He has played for us a few times. Looks okay. Ball-winning midfielder. So we do need some bodies in that area of the field. We have plenty of players who can, have got great vision and can knock the ball about. But we do need players who can put the foot in as well. And, well, this lad in on loan looks the business. And then our record signing, 41.5 million from Strasbourg. We haven't put it all down up front. I think I put about 18 million down up front and then the rest on the drip, basically, which is probably not ideal going forward. because, well, we need to keep the finances looking tickety-boo. Otherwise, I mean, the board are not giving me any money anyway. That's why I've done what I've done, basically. I thought, okay, then, you know, board, you can do one. I'm going to bring in a top-class player, and if it costs me a lot of money, it costs me a lot of money. What are you going to do about it? So 41.5 million, and it's Abakar Silla, centre-back, left-footed. Again, like I say, left-footed centre-backs are at a little bit of a premium in the game. So, and you can see there, he is a tremendous player, and he will be a starting, player for us as the season goes as the season goes on. But with Bitshabu moving out onto as left wing back, and him and Merlin are going to share that berth, we do need another centre back in. So Abakar Silla. Silla, that's a nice easy name to remember. Okay, so all nicely caught up, and we move into this first game now. It's in the Champions League, our third foray into the Champions League this season, and a win would be very, very handy. Can we get it? Let's jump in the dugout and see. Okay, so I did say that this formation would be quite fluid, and the team that we're going to play today, the one thing I have noticed playing two DMs is it makes the team a little bit negative. So I'm having to go like very attacking to get us to have shots and shots on target. So we're just going to play with a one DM today, and then pushing players forward a little bit more. Eze is going to play as a shadow striker, and Ketchner is going to play as the DLP behind him. And hopefully that, like spraying the ball out from a little bit deeper, it gives the forward players more of a chance to make runs. Whereas if it's just Eze doing the playmaking, he's really only got Vitinha to hit, unless, the midfield players get forward. And with two DMs, see where I'm going with that. But anyway, the team is Erbig in goal. Yes, we are sticking with him for the time being. It might be language. He's German, so it might be language. Once he's learnt the language, he might become a better player. I don't know. His stats would belie his performances. He's a much better player. I can't put too many muches in there. He's a much better player than the match engine is showing him as, and I'm not quite sure. I'm scratching my head at the moment as to why he's not showing up well. Back for Merlin, new lad Silla's coming in, Baidu and Holm. Puchtas is the ball-winning midfield player. Ketchner and Banabi just in front. Spurtsian is playing as the attacking midfield player, and what a player he is. He scores goals, he creates goals, absolutely top-class player. Eze is the shadow striker, and Vitinha up top. So we have 4 points on the board at the moment. I would like it to be 7 after this game. And as the players come out here in Italy, I think it's a tough ask, to be honest. I'm reasonably happy with my squad. I wouldn't say I'm over the moon with it. We are, to be fair, again, there are 1 or 2 new players in the team. We are playing a new formation. We've got a brand new goalkeeper in. Newish centre-backs. One of them is brand new. The other one is fairly new. But anyway, here's Lazio coming forward. What are they going to do with this? And Marcus Leonardo there, who I have been looking at as a second striker. And, that comes to nothing. So nearly 20 minutes on the clock. Not an awful lot happening in this game. Lazio have had the best of the early chances. I have notched it up a little bit. We have gone attacking in this game. Because like I say, a draw really isn't that much good to us. Because of the likes of Newcastle, Bayern Munich, Barcelona. We're not going to get points out of those games. We need to get points out of these. And it might seem a bit risky going attacking in Italy, but at the end of the day, like I say, we'll go out very, very early if we don't put the ball in the back of the net. And we need to be more attacking. So Banabi there with the ball back to Silla. Get our first chance to have a look at him. Plays a nice simple ball to Merlin. Merlin chasing down that left-hand side. Slides the ball in the box. Eze with the ball in the back of the net. And what a goal that was from Eze. And I'm not sure whether that got a bit of a deflection on the way in. But Eze is that shadow striker. coming in nicely there. Let's have a quick look at that one again. So ball comes out to Merlin. Merlin down that right-hand side. And a nice ball in. Nice, quick, low ball. And Eze, and I'm talking goalkeeper issues. And their goalkeeper, well, I mean, to say he didn't cover himself in glory is an understatement. Because that was pretty shocking. Lazio now on the attack, as they will be on their own ground. Will not be happy. And as you see there with Herbig, I think I'm not sure whether he did save that, but he flapped an awful lot at it. So not the best of games for spectators this. 41 minutes. This is the next highlight now. Spurzian. And that looked possibly like that might have been given as a penalty. If we could get a penalty here and put it in the back of the net, then going in 2-0 at half-time would be absolutely amazing. And the penalty has been awarded. And yes, we are going to choose Vitinha. Vitinha's on fire this season. Again, I shouldn't have said that because the chances are now he's probably going to miss this penalty. But come on, Vitinha, you can put us 2-0 ahead going into half-time. And he has missed it. So I should have kept my mouth shut. To be honest, I've been playing Football Manager a long time. I was pretty certain that wasn't going to go in the back of the net. And we get a header there as we come up to the half-time whistle. And that sails over as well. And it would have been very nice to go in 2-0 in the lead. As it is, we're going 1-0. If it stays like that at full-time, I'll be over the moon. So we are going to say that we're pleased. We're going to have a quick look at player fitnesses. See if there's anybody looking tired. And we all look okay at the moment. So we'll kick off the second half. And I have dropped to a balanced mentality now. We don't want to be going gung-ho in this game. XG 1.52. Lazio, 3 shots, XG of 0.28. But I've played this game many times. And, well, many years, I should say. And I've seen teams with an XG of 0.28 get a draw out of the game. 76 minutes and we are still on that balanced mentality. Can we hold on to this? I've made 5 changes. Harriet, the young kid Griffiths, Sands, Saavedra and Gendry have all come on. Fresh legs all over the pitch. Can we hold on to this 1-0? We were 1-0 ahead in our first game against Sporting and they got a late equaliser. Can we avoid that today? And I think we are going to drop to a cautious mentality and let's just see if we can hold on to this. And of course, as per usual, we don't need any more highlights now. We are going to get some though. Football Manager always likes to keep you on the edge of your seat. Griffiths now, Eze, Vitinha with the ball running forward towards the goal. He's gone very wide with it. Chips the ball in and Harriet there with virtually the goal at his mercy manages to put that ball over the top. And of course now we are going to get plenty of highlights now. The game has been a bit of a damp squib. But just to keep us on the edge of our seats, we're getting loads of highlights now. And here is Lazio now. And that's not a good sign. And there's the ball in the back of the net. And that's the equaliser. And well, we've done it again. It's 1-1. And Herbig there looked absolutely awful. And just have a look here what goes on. So Merlin could have had that ball. And Herbig just flaps at the ball again. And it's looking very much like with an XG of nearly 2, we are going to throw the points away. Of course, the game's done its job now. We're not going to get any more highlights. 5 minutes of time added on and we've thrown another 2 points away in the Champions League. And I am more than angry about that. More than angry. I mean, I don't know what... I'd like some of what the assistant manager's on because he's saying please with that. I'm absolutely furious. Furious. 3 games played, only 5 points. Sporting Lisbon and Lazio would have been 2 teams really I would have liked to get, 3 points out of each game. Because if we're not going to get them out of that, I mean, it may well be that we're not ready for the Champions League. And, if I'm really honest, I don't think we are ready for the Champions League. Probably Europa League we could, make a good job out of. Champions League, not so much. But we're in there and we need to make sure we stay in there, and these kind of performances are no good. Because we'll get absolutely battered by Barcelona. We'll get absolutely battered by Bayern Munich and Newcastle. So though that's 3 more games that we're not going to get any points out of. We're going to end this Champions League stage out of the playoff places. It's not good enough. Well, very disappointing there. But anyway, we're back into the league now, and we do need to put that. I think it's a disappointment. The assistant manager's probably in the dressing room saying, "Well done, lads. You did really well." No, again, my cogs are whirring. And whenever I say that, cogs are whirring, it means I'm probably thinking about moving on. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. The board are not backing me with the finances. I've had to break the bank for a centre-back and, put most of it on the drip, basically. So it's not great. Okay, we'll see you in the dugout for the next league game. Okay, the team, 1 or 2 changes for the game against FC Lorient. It is an away game again, so but we do need these 3 points. The news is that PSG have just drawn against Monaco, so we do have the chance here to go top of the league. I'm sick and tired of Herbig now. I think he probably, unless he sorts himself out, he's going on the transfer list. I'm not quite sure. Like I say, sometimes this game is bonkers. You buy a player in who should be really, really, really good in his position. I've changed much there for really, because I don't understand it. Answers on a postcard. Why is that player playing like a buffoon? He's playing like, well, I don't know. He's playing like he's never seen a football before. I don't know. Tarati is going in goal anyway. I'm lost for words with it. I thought I'd signed an upgrade there, massive upgrade on last season's keeper, and the game just will not let him play well. Tarati in goal, back 4 of Merlin, Silla, Baidu and Gendry. Puchtas keeps his place as the ball-winning midfield player. The young kid Griffiths comes in midfield. I've not been that impressed with him, even though he's a wonder kid. Ketchta and Griffiths, Spurzian and Eze are just behind Vitinha up front. And we do get a highlight straight from the kick-off. So Vitinha there, pass it back to Puchtas, Baidu, onto this right-hand side, Gendry. So is this going to be a highlight that sees us have a shot at goal, or are we going to give the ball away? I don't like highlights straight from the kick-off. Ball inside, Griffiths. Lovely ball back to Gendry, but he decides not to go for it. And we do look a little bit tentative at the moment. Spurzian. Ball through to Griffiths. Can Griffiths put that in the back of the net? Yes, he can. The flag stays down, and it looks like bringing the young kid in was a great decision. I've had him on the bench for about 2-3 games now. Maybe a bit more than that, actually. I wasn't that impressed with him early doors. He's only 19, but he is a wonder kid, and you would expect him to maybe, because he's not the greatest level of footballist, you would expect him to take the bull by the horns. But I brought him back in today, and he scored a nice goal there. We have had 3 shots, 1 on target, XG of 0.48. So we do seem to be playing a little bit better in this game. Merlin with the corner. That's floated in, and it's bobbling about, and their keeper actually knows what to do. He's got 2 hands. Use them. Catch the ball. Are you watching, Herbig? Because that's what goalkeepers are meant to do. Big hoof out. Can we pick that ball up? No, we can't. Lebris down that right-hand side. A missed tackle from Merlin. The last time that happened, they scored a goal. And Tarati there has done what Herbig has failed to do in the first 12 games. He actually saved a shot. A sight for sore eyes. I shouldn't be saying that really, should I? Goalkeepers, even average goalkeepers should be able to save a shot. Herbig, I think he's forgotten what his hands are for. Poor ball there though, and Mendy now running forward with this ball down this left-hand side. And we do need to try and Weghorst now. And Tarati makes another save. Absolutely brilliant from Tarati. So back with the throw-in. Gendry now puts the ball in the box. Oh, their keeper flaps at it, but takes it at the second bite of the cherry. So he redeemed himself. 34 minutes on the clock, and we're We've not got possession again. Can somebody please get a tackle in? A tackle would be absolutely beautiful. Spurzian slides it forward. No, he has a shot himself, and it's just over the bar. Change at half time. We have no backup left wing back. Merlin is playing his heart out at the moment. He's running himself into the ground because Bitsiabu has picked up quite a nasty injury. He is on the verge of coming back, but we don't have a backup for him. And as you can see, they're half time looking pretty shattered. So I've had to bring Sands on. We don't really have anybody else who can play in that position. So hopefully Sands can do a decent job for us in this second half. But we are only 1-0 in the lead, and we saw what happened against Lazio and Sporting for that matter. I know it's not the Champions League, but these games tend to follow a pattern. You know, you're 1-0 up, you look like you're in control of the game, but then right at the end of the game, football manager decides we're going to have lots of highlights now, and the opposition get the equaliser. So into the second half, Lorient lose the ball in midfield. Gendry, second goal here now I feel would kill the opposition off, but that was a very, very poor effort on goal. And as it stands at the moment, it's still on a knife edge, this game. Media prediction for us this season is 4th. So the media don't think we're capable of getting that second place or even winning the league. Baidu there, pitched the ball up. Ketchter to Griffiths. A very, very poor ball forward. And after scoring his goal, he's not looked that great, really. And how was that ball broken to a Lorient player? Oh my word, this match engine sometimes. We had so many players round the ball then. How did that ball break to a Lorient player? So FC Lorient, who've not been in the game at all, yeah, they're back to 1-1 with us, and we do seem to be conceding goals, and this is going to have to be looked at, I think. Sands now pushes the ball down this left-hand side. Like I say, he's not a left wing back, loses the ball immediately, and this game, 3 points would have seen us go top of the league, and as per usual, Football Manager is having its say, and it's 1-1 against FC Lorient. We should be winning this game all day long. Last season, we were second place finishers by a mile. This is a very, very good team in this league. Okay, we're not up to PSG standards, but, somebody said to me the other day, if you come second in the French league, you've actually won the league because PSG always win it. And Tarati there shot, he never even moved for that one. So has Football Manager got something against my goalkeeping position? I'm not sure what's going on. Spurzian flirts the ball over, that gets headed away. Ketchter, we're not looking a very organised outfit at the moment, are we? Sands, that's a penalty, that ref. So Sands has actually got him. That's our left wing back, by the way. I suppose his instinct, being a midfield player, is to get in the box. But he has won as a penalty there. Vitinha, I'm going to put my faith in him again, and he's definitely going to put this one in the back of the net. I shouldn't really be saying that, but he can't miss 2 on the trot, surely. Cannot miss. Are you listening, Vitinha? You can't miss 2 on the trot, surely. Missed 2 on the trot. Okay, fine. Curve balls and levels of difficulty, I think we need to say. Eze now with the corner. Can we be allowed to put that ball in the back of the net? I mean, this is just ridiculous. We've been playing so much better than this off camera. Gendry with the ball on the right. Looks very reluctant to take the defenders on. Just passes the ball back into midfield again. Silla, Sands. Sands now seems to be staying back a little bit. Silla into Pukstas, Griffiths. Lovely ball forward to Eze. Come on, Eze, where's the finish? Oh, that must be in the back of the net, and it is. And that is a very, very nicely worked goal. And Spurzian there, once again, finds the back of the net. He's in the right place at the right time. And, well, for once in the game, we actually looked like we knew what we were doing there. A little bit of endeavour. Lovely ball from Griffiths, by the way. And then a whipped ball from Eze into Spurzian. And, well, we're 2-1 ahead. OK, we're taking no chances in this game. We're going to go to a low block because I'm getting a bit sick and tired of this ball hitting the back of the net for, a draw for the opposition. Once again, we are looking a little bit tired. So I think we're probably going to bring... I think Conceição is going to come on for Eze. He can certainly play that shadow striker. Is Harriet there? Yes, Harriet can come on. And I think we'll leave the young kid Griffiths on. Shall we bring Bernabé on? Yeah, we'll bring Bernabé on in midfield. And possibly Saavedra as well. Saavedra can come on for Puigdemont. 2-1 in the league now, and we've changed an awful lot of things. In fact, I think we are going to go to a cautious mentality as well. So let's see if that works. It's there for a reason, isn't it? Let's face it. The low block and the cautious mentality and the defensive. I've gone time wasting as well, by the way. It's there for a reason. Oh, you would think so. Okay, can we keep this lead? 2-1 now, 20 minutes to go. We have made plenty of changes, but we do come back to a free kick. Tarati puts the ball over the top. I have to say he has performed a lot better than Herbig. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's looked a much, much better goalkeeper. And I'm really glad that I signed him now. I could have signed a young kid as backup, but he's actually a very, very good goalkeeper, Tarati. Ball there gets pinged out for another corner. Come on, lads, we need to... Let's head this ball out. Or keeper's ball, anybody? No. Ball's headed out and it's coming out to Lorient again. But no highlight. But we're straight back again with another highlight for Lorient now. So, we're reading the game again here. The opposition are in need of an equaliser. And there's plenty of highlights. Ball over the top. We don't need any more highlights now. Just referee, you can just blow your whistle anytime you want. But we are getting more. Sands, Bernabé. I don't mind highlights as long as it's a goal for us. Silla now. Can we craft a third goal here and kill the game off? Which is what we're not doing in games. We're not killing games off. Sands to Bernabé. Bernabé, Conceição. Little tucked ball there back to Baidu. Baidu, Gendry. Is he going to take his full back on? This time he is coming forward. He's in the penalty area. And he shoots and it's just over the top. So an XG of 2.67. Can we hold on to this? Baidu at the back now. I mean, even though we are getting highlights, we have got the ball and it's in the right area of the field. Griffiths, what can Griffiths do with this? He looks like he may have lost it there, but he plays the ball to Conceição. Sands. Conceição's been very involved in the game since he came on. Saavedra out to Gendry. Totally unmarked on that side. Just slide it across. He's going to have a shot. Oh my word. You should have slid it across. There were 3 bodies in the box there. That would have been a cert goal if it had slid that across. And my word, are we getting some highlights now? Oh, what? Highlights galore. Silla now with the ball. Saavedra. About 10 minutes of this game left. How many more highlights are we going to get in this game? Saavedra, ball to Griffiths. What can Griffiths do with this? Baidu, back to Saavedra. Griffiths is not finding a ball forward. He's coming defensively with it. Silla. There's no point in commentating on this at the moment. We're not making any moves forward. Harriet, though, does play a ball to Saavedra, who's come out of his ball-winning midfielder role. Is he going to have a foray into the penalty area? Yes, he is. And that is a penalty, ref. Penalty? No. Looked like a penalty to me. And unfortunately, Lorient now have a bit of a breakaway. We do have plenty of defenders in position, so this shouldn't be a problem. Tarati there does use his hands again. It's amazing, isn't it, when you get a goalkeeper who knows what these things are for. Herbig, take note. Come on, get back to the game. Concentrating on the game. Griffiths, ball out to Gendry. We've had more highlights in this last 10 minutes than we've had over 2 full games. Gendry to Griffiths. Griffiths. We just don't need any more highlights now. We've won this game. Bernabé. Shot into the back of the net. That's the third goal. Is that linesman's flag down? It is. That's standing. And that is just what the doctor ordered. Bernabe fires a shot into the back of the net. And, well, for once, those extra highlights obviously meant that we were going to win the game. Saavedra, nice little ball to Bernabe, and he just whacks it into the back of the net. Keeper, no chance. And that was a lovely goal. 3-1. And I don't think we're going to get any more highlights now. I'd be very surprised if we did. So, it looks like we're back to the top of the league, and it looked very, very ominous there at times in that game. But we do come out eventually with a 3-1 win. And not a bad way to end the episode with that win now. Paris Saint-Germain dropping points again against Monaco. And, well, we're top of the league now by a point. Okay, some would say I'm asking way too much of this Marseille side. And I probably am. But... you know, if you've watched any of my saves over the years on any of my channels, you know, the Gobby Gaffer is a winner. I really, really, really hate to lose. So I expect my teams to bust a gut in every single game. Every single player needs to work his socks off, and we need to do the best that we're capable of. Urbig is a perfect example of somebody who is not doing that. And again, I will reiterate, I don't know why that is. Answers on a postcard. But Tarati there looked okay in goal, and he will keep his place for the next game. And so those next games now are going to be played off camera. And, well, we'll be back very shortly. We do need a good season this season. The one thing I didn't point out with the Champions League was all these draws, we're getting 790,000 for them. A win would get us 2.4 million. We're losing money hand over fist. But let's leave the episode on a positive note. We're top of the league. We'll see you next time.